Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice?
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed. A little stronger, a little wiser.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 20 with the New York Jets.
Man left. 93. Three down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5. From the gun, Hackenberg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down, Hackenberg. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. In the red zone this time.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Gun.
From the red zone now, Hackenberg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Right. You got right. Set. 3, 9.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down, 6-18. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Get down, get down.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Utah, Brian Allen, who's got it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. This is Jackson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Turnover differential last year in the NFL, the bottom 5 teams you'd expect. Rams, Browns, the Jags, the Bears, and the Jets. Tied at -20. These Jets, they have to solve that QB situation.
They, along with the other teams that you...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Corey Lemonnier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Low.
On second down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Kill.
On third and long, it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Carr fighting Patterson there for a Raider first.
What's left? What's left? Down, 29. OP. Ship. Express.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
All right, here we go. Green.
On second down, Hackenberg again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And now running right through him. Oh, now he bowls him over. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And his throw is incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on third down. And he finds Cook. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Raiders on third down. 41 yards.
Hey, 7:34. Get down, get down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And New York set to take the field.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Here we go now. 3-19. Gun.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Hackenberg. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Hackenberg on 3rd and 2. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ringo. It's just me and you. Set. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
What's right? All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Hackenberg again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Third and long for Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now 637.
They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Jets. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. They run again with Jackson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A running play now for Forte. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Hackenberg on 4th. And he's got Enunwa. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Okay, Brady, I see you. Watch tight. Tight here right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
To throw, Hackenberg. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Left coming. Okay, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Corey Lemonnier in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Check it back.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On play action, now Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
On second down, here's Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right.
694. Go down.
On third down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Lemonnier. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Hackenberg. Anunua's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Leopard, hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Hackenberg. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. Get down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Lemonnier. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out now come the Jets. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Hackenberg throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Watch it now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Hackenberg now from the 50. Letting one go deep for a noon one. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Second down, Hackenberg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Hackenberg looks to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They run the counter now on first down. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Carr. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Get set. It's 93.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
There we go. Oh.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. The track 99 Philly. Here we go.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break.
Right there.
We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go now.
Hackenberg to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came in the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Hackenberg. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. I don't think that was a...
And there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Easy, easy. Kill.
Carr to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. And give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. New York set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. On 2nd down, Forte. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive.